were designing Darksiders 2, it would have been easier to, make a second game with war again, but we felt we had 4 horsemen in the, of the apocalypse, so it was almost our duty to make a new horseman in the game, and also as a developer, it's more exciting for us to create a new character, create a new world, and have a new moveset, new animations, new everything. It's more challenging. Leave that up to the fans to decide if the combat system is as deep as, say, God of War or Bayonetta. We definitely made the combat system deeper, adding more options, skill system, weapon choices, and more ways to mix it up. But we want to make sure that every element of Darksiders 2, the combat has to be strong, but also the puzzle solving has to be strong, the exploration, and the platforming, because even though combat's an important element of Darksiders 2, it's the combination of all the different elements that we feel is what makes it unique and what makes it such a good game. The balance between exploration, combat, puzzle solving is pretty much the same from Darksiders 2 to Darksiders 1, except you're just dealing with a much bigger world. So even though the division of everything is about the same, you'll be getting more of everything because the game itself is so much bigger. First Darksiders, because it was set on Earth, we didn't know this at the time, but what it did is kind of tied the artist's hands a little bit, because everything had to be placed in reality, ruined buildings, sewer tunnels, and all that kind of stuff. So everything we made for Darksiders 1 had to fit with that, but now with Darksiders 2, since it doesn't take place on Earth, it takes place in the underworld, it just allowed us to just let our artists' imaginations go wild, so we can create these more in-depth, richer worlds and more variety in the worlds too. Joe Mad is allowed to kind of go crazy with the art a little more now that we have more of a fantasy game. And a lot of people that I've been showing the video to have even said they say, oh, it looks more like a comic book or more cel-shaded. Was that intentional? And I don't know if that was intentional or not. I think it's just a side effect of us being able, not bound on Earth, being able to create these fantasy worlds. And yeah, I mean, you can tell from the artwork that Joe's been able to go pretty crazy and create these cool, crazy creatures, more so than the first one.